This shit is important. So, Dragonflight Alpha news. These are the patch notes for this week. Did you update your Raider IO? I did not. Maybe I'll log out real quick and do that. Always forgetting to update my Raider IO, of course. Yeah, let me do that real quick. So yeah, Alpha news. Alpha news. So Alpha's changing this week. We're going to see some changes in what we are seeing in Alpha. For one, the Forbidden Reach, which is the Dracthyr starting zone, will be the zone that a lot of us are going to be seeing in Alpha this week. And the Azure Span is going to be removed. Kind of sad, because I'm not going to lie, the Azure Span is amazing. That's a fucking great zone, man. It gives you those Grizzly Hill vibes. One thing we haven't heard yet is the music. They don't have any of the music in Alpha yet, so I mean, what that's going to look like, I have no idea. 220, 22k is hard. Yeah, oh my god, no. PvPing is something that it's just out of my reach, man. It's just out of my reach. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. If you're not getting in Discord for arenas, you're missing out. Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah, that'd be hard. Okay, so here's another thing, guys, that I wanted to talk about. Netheris is a dungeon, and then we have Uldaman. Uldaman, the legacy of Tyr. Do you guys know who Tyr is? Little lore lesson for you guys. Tyr met his downfall fighting against the corrupted army of Loken. So if you guys remember, Loken was the one who was guarding the old god Yogg-Saron. We've seen him before in game. You guys remember him from Ulduar and stuff. He was guarding Yogg-Saron, and Yogg-Saron eventually made him go mad. And when Tyr found out about this, he tried to rise up, you know, and break the corruption and fight against him. Little fun fact about Tyr, especially if you play Alliance, you would know this, right? Tyr, after he died, was buried. Do you guys know where he was buried? Out in the world of Azeroth? Do you guys know where he was buried? I love this kind of shit. I love this kind of shit. Think long and hard. Think long and hard. Where would Tyr be buried in the game? Where would Tyr be buried? There's a little place. There's a little place. Let me look it up real quick. I know where it is. I know what it's called. I just want to know if you guys know what it's called. You guys know what it's called? By any chance? Anybody? Anybody? Any guesses? Any guesses where the place where the Tyr is buried is called? Yes, sir. Tyr's Fall Glades. Tyr's Fall Glades was named after Tyr, and that's where he is currently buried. They say he's buried right at the bottom of the big water pond over here. Yes, Tyr's Fall Glades. So we're gonna get some really cool lore out of that dungeon. So I am excited for that. I love that kind of shit. I mean, bring me the lore, man. Bring the lore. Bring the lore. You guys know I love the lore. Oh, let me repost. Oh, it's still up. Okay. Oh, nice. We got our 4 healers, like, right off the bat. Hell yeah. Yes, indeed. Tyr's Fall Glades. I really like how you know the depth of the game. Yeah, I wouldn't consider myself a lore buff, but damn it, I love the fucking lore in this game. It's part of the reason why I just can't. I could never, like, leave it. Right? I just gotta know what happens in the story. I've been playing it since I was 14. I gotta know what's going on. Since 2004. Imagine you keep up with a story. Sorry, since 05. Imagine you're keeping up with a story since 2005, and then you just stop figuring out what's going on. I gotta know. So yeah, we're gonna get some really cool lore out of this. Remember, people were asking, like, oh, are we gonna see any old god shit? We might, because technically Tyr died to old god stuff, right? Tyr died trying to fight off old god corruption, so we'll see if we get some of, like, you know, some time walking shit or something where we get to see how he died, and I think that'll be a really cool dungeon. As far as character leveling goes, they removed the Azure Span like we talked about. Now it's going to be the Dracthyr starting zone, the Forbidden Reach. So the Dracthyr, you know, they start with the level 20, the level 58 template, 60 max. So we'll see what it looks like to level a Dracthyr. So if you're interested in the Dracthyr, you're thinking about making one, this is going to be your week, man. This is going to be your week. You're going to learn a lot of shit about the Dracthyr this week. So that's going to be exciting. And we're going to, you know, always be talking about it every morning. And if you ever miss the morning conversation, follow us on YouTube, because that's where all these things get posted. All these morning combos we have, they come up on the YouTube later on. So check that out if you ever miss the morning combos. For classes, we have a Shaman revamp. Shaman talent revamp. Talent trees, we wanted to hone in on some core concepts and unique to the class. So if you're a Shaman and you haven't seen your talent revamps yet, this music always gets loud at this point, I don't know why. If you haven't seen your shit yet, check it out. You're gonna see your talent tree. Professions, cooking, we got some Firelord Nami is back, well versed in all of the new cooking recipes in Dragonflight. Alright, so we got some cooking shit, some specialization shit like alchemy, blacksmithing professions are now have their specializations enabled, so you can do potion mastery or weaponsmithing for those. So that's cool. You like your profession revamps in Dragonflight are huge. Definitely massive changes to professions. So you'll get to check those out and continue to check that stuff out. Using my boost on it, nice. What the fuck, Dracthyr 60? Well, I mean, using your boost, I mean, yeah. You're gonna start at, you know, like all other hero classes, level 58. And you're gonna have to level to cap. Oh my fuck! Now I'm going to have to check it out again. Yeah. Yep. The thing is, I mean, you're gonna get to see the whole leveling zone this time around, so that's gonna be great for anyone who missed it. There's also other Dragonflight stuff that's recently dropped. Right, we have the 2 dungeons that we just talked about. So you have Netherus and Legacy of Tyr. For Legacy of Tyr, you know, we got some loading screens. So most likely this is the loading screen for the dungeon, for the Uldaman dungeon for Legacy of Tyr. Pretty cool, you know, you get the Titan-esque look. Right. If you're not in stream, let me know. As otherwise, I'm going to try to invite experienced people. But if you're in stream, that's okay. I'll invite you. Because then I can just explain shit to you through the stream. This man says, can link AOTC. Okay. And then the other loading screen is this one for the Netheris Dungeon. Looks very dragon, primordial dragon shit. So we'll be seeing what this dungeon's all about. And remember, a lot of this shit's going to become Mythic Plus. So we're going to be running these babies for a long time to come. Pretty cool loading screens. We have some new icons. It looks like this has to do with some gear. We got some new stones and shit. Who knows what all these are going to be eventually. Oh, we got the portal for the mages to Valdrakken.